evening. Thank you for bringing back the live stream. First thing I want to talk about today is Governor DeSantis and why he's not allowing the AP African American history class to be taught because social media is full of lies. If you read the basis of the class, it's teaching whites are oppressors and blacks are oppressed, which is illegal in Florida. Also, African American history is history and already is being taught and has always been taught because it's required by state law. I'm not an expert in this, but if you have questions or unclear about what's taught in regards to history, I suggest you contact Stephanie Meyer. She has her master's degree in history, has taught American and world history for 5+ years in 6th grade through 12, and has taught history at the college level for 2. Second, I'd like to talk once again how dangerous restorative justice or restorative practices is, and it needs to be removed. Recently, a 6-year-old student shot his teacher at an elementary school. The teacher had previously the student had previously threatened to burn and kill another teacher, barricaded doors, and threw furniture, but the elementary school dismissed the complaints. This is restorative justice. This is happening in Pinellas County schools. Last year, a student in one teacher's class was violent and destructive, but because of this crap, he was right back in the classroom, and the issues were never discussed or addressed. Then for 2 straight school years, children have been bullied each school year, each time by a different student. But due to the skin color, the student was right back in the classroom. No one cares about the skin color. They care about the safety. And the problem is, again, if they have bullying tendencies, special issues that cause violence, they need to be self-contained, and this needs to be addressed. I'm going to email you a tale of 2 schools that shows the difference between a zero-tolerance school versus restorative practices. I refer to restorative practices as RP and zero tolerance as 0. Carlos has an argument with his parents in the morning and is running late for school. He arrives at school. RP walks into the building right to his class. 0 enters through a metal detector and police are present on campus. He's late for class. RP, his teacher waits until after the class to talk to him, sets up an appointment with the counselor. 0, his teachers scold him in front of the class, and if Carlos talks back, he gets a detention. Carlos goes to lunch and gets in an altercation. RP, student, peer, mediators, student, staff intervene and have a discussion. 0, a policy officer detains and arrests both students. Later that afternoon, restorative practices, Carlos and the other student agree to help clean the cafeteria, and Carlos meets with his counselor and parents after school to help resolve the conflicts at home. 0, both students are held in detention facility all afternoon and while missing school and will have an arrest record and maybe face suspension. Please remove restorative practices from Pinellas County schools, because in 2024, if it's not, we're going to have a greater majority board.
Thank you. The next 2 speakers are David Happy and Jacob